So let's talk about something that's way different. We're probably going to blow a lot of minds here, but that's trolling. Why are we allowing it? How can you do it? How does that apply to the two rod rule as well?
Yeah, so trolling is I've always been a little bit perplexed because it's not really some crazy advantage or anything in bass fishing. If you allowed trolling in any pro bass tournament, I don't really know if anybody would even do it. I mean, other than some rare situations out in the Great Lakes or something, not many people would. But trolling for a kayak angler, I mean, it really just highlights your pedal drive or your paddle or your motor and battery setup, however you do it. So it's kind of like, why not allow it? I mean, if it just helps you guys out there and in some rare situations, if those of you guys who are good at it catch some more fish doing it, well then great. It's not like you're taking over the whole tournament. If we allow trolling, that all of a sudden every event's going to be won by trolling, and our sport is not what we intended it to be anymore. And because that's what rules are really about, is keeping the sport, and that's what these rules are about. So, but at the same time, we want to give everyone the opportunity and all the diverse ways you can catch fish in a kayak. We want to allow them. So that's what trolling is about to me. I honestly want to see somebody in the top 10 that either caught a fish randomly when they were moving from one spot to the other because they threw a line out. Again, these are all things that are legal to do by the state and federal law. So why would we not give you guys the opportunity to catch as many and as big fish as possible? I would love to see someone in the top 10 at every event that at least caught one fish trolling, if not a couple, and it, the smile on their face and how it changed their day and just that one fish. That'd be cool. I don't know. What do you think?
I've never done it outside of like crappie. However, when we went out, when we were on the Susquehanna last week, a buddy of ours, Tim, who stayed with us, he caught two smallmouth trolling back to meet up with us. So clearly it works. I mean, they weren't giants, but I'm sure he was like happy to catch these bonus fish on the way back to the ramp.
Exactly. Exactly. It also, again, our rules, it also kind of alleviates if you look over at somebody and somebody is kicking with their pedal drive or the motor's on and they're just kind of holding a rod and kind of drifting with the rod and they're kind of making a few reels, but they're at some point when they're just drifting and with the current or the motor happen to be on for just a brief, I don't know, just 5-10 seconds, if you're getting blown off a point. I mean, at what point, if you were kicking or paddling for a second, are you trolling or not trolling? So this alleviates
Yeah,
any of that gray area whatsoever because you're allowed to do it. So
I think it also like this was actually something that was brought up in a recent conversation in the last tournament on the Susky is it's a river, so like you're naturally drifting with current. Let's say you decide to drag a jig with the current. Are you trolling at that point?
yeah,
So it kind of like
exactly.
we were debating whether or not that's technically trolling, but I
I
think
don't know.
that
And
gets rid of all the gray area.
it gets rid of it all. I mean, you may have been drifting, but the second you pedaled or you hit your motor on, I think then by definition you were trolling. So eliminates it and lets you guys hopefully catch more and bigger fish and find new ways and new strategies to unlock the big fish in all the Kayak Adventure Series waters.